Whoa, ta-da!
Did finally make a decision about his G-tube.
Whoa, whoa, ta-da! I learned this yesterday. Mwah, mwah. So proud of you.
Yes. All right, so we wanted to do a quick video because we did finally make a decision about his G-tube, and this has been a very, I don't know, how would you describe it?
It's just been one of those decisions that you don't just wake up one morning and we're gonna do this. It's been a gradual process.
Yeah.
Trying to ease into something, it's not an easy decision.
Yeah, we were trying to do literally everything we could to have him not have it, and so it took 5 months of doing all that for us to really decide that even with us doing our very, very best, he still needs the tube. So he did have 1 week. Oh.
Yeah, tell us what you're thinking.
You want me? He did have 1 week where he did really good and gained a little bit of weight, which for him, that took him to like the 6th percentile. But he really sits around like the 2nd percentile. But that's with the tube. So everyone says like, oh, he looks so good. And it's like, well, yeah, he looks good. He gets 1/3 to half of his calories a day through this feeding tube. So without that, he wouldn't be able to function. And it really took us, we had to go through this whole process to get to this place. But we do feel like it's the right time for him to get the tube. And honestly, like, you guys saw his tube was out the last couple days and we had to replace it last night. And even just replacing it that one time was just like, I'm not gonna do this anymore.
It's been the last couple times that we've had to replace it that
I would say he's getting like aversions to it. Like,
yeah.
He's getting big enough now that he knows what's gonna happen. He knows he doesn't like it. And so he's already like losing his mind from the second we lay him down.
And it's traumatic.
Oh yeah, because he spits up, he chokes, he's like gurgling.
A few times throws up all over the place. It's obviously worse for him than it is for us, which is why, parents, when they make decisions, they make the best ones they can to have their kids, make it easier on their kids, as easy as they can.
And we really did try to avoid it, but we do think it's the best thing for him.
Yeah.
So what the tube is, it goes into his stomach and it will just, it will be a little bit above his belly button, kind of like in this area. And it literally just, it sits right there. We took the feeding tube in and out of that. It's gonna be a rough healing process, really, from what we understand. We honestly don't know a ton about it. And we haven't talked with the doctors about the actual procedure yet, which we will shortly, but it's a 2 week of like a pretty rough recovery time. Because when you think about it, like, they're putting a hole straight in, they have to cut through all of those layers of stomach and skin straight into his stomach. And then how it works is it's kind of like a straw, I guess you would say, with a balloon on the end. So the straw goes through and then it has a little balloon that blows up, kind of like a donut around the straw so that it holds it in place. Whoa, he's doing like gymnastics over here. So the tube, that's kind of how it stays in. And it still can get pulled out. Like this can get pulled out, but way more rare.
It's covered almost the entire time.
So he won't be able to grab at it. People won't be able to see it. So that will kind of, give him like a little bit of privacy. Not that necessarily babies need privacy, but I don't know. So that's kind of where we're at with that. We'll have to stay in the hospital. Yeah. We'll have to stay in the hospital
for a day or two. We don't know for sure yet.
It kind of depends on how he does. But yes, he is going to be getting a few other procedures while he's under, because babies with airway disorders or defects, it's not the best thing for them to go under anesthesia because it relaxes their airways. So when they do put him under, they just try to do everything. So he's going to get like his esophagus dilated, and he's going to get everything kind of checked over to make sure we're still doing good. But we really don't anticipate any surprises. He's doing so well. I would say the main thing that I'm feeling sad about or worried about is the recovery.
Seeing him go through the pain and coming out of the anesthesia, and he's confused, he's scared, and anytime you see your kid in pain, oh man.
Yeah, I'm definitely not looking forward to it, and I'm kind of preparing myself that like there might be times in the first couple days that we kind of regret doing it. Not regret's not the right word. We still know it's the right thing, but it's
still
like
wish you just didn't have
it's
to.
it's gonna be rough, and it's hard because it's not rough for me. Like we're putting all this pain on him, and we can't. It's like
We wish
we could stop. Oh,
He's doing his thing.
We just wish he didn't have to go through it, so it's hard. It's gonna be hard to see him be in pain.
But we also see him in. It's just, there's no.
Yeah, that's the hard thing is there's no right answer,
There's
and that's
no
why
perfect way of going about
this whole decision has been so hard to make because it's like everything we're like, we have these two scales, and it's like the positive and the negatives. They really are. It's not like one. It's not like this for us. They really have been very equal, and honestly, the main reason why what tipped the scale is that we know he needs it longer, and replacing the tube and replacing his tape is so torturous for him.
And we've had so many people reach out that have been in similar circumstances saying that the G-tube is 1,000 times easier, it's easier for the baby, and that's again, to be clear, that's all we care about. What's gonna be best for him.
Mm-hmm. So really that was kind of we're really relying on, you're okay.
You went to mama.
We're really relying on other people's experiences. We're kind of, it's just we have a lot of blind faith in what these other people have been telling us, like it's gonna be better, and so we're like, okay.
And the doctors even told us that let's go ahead and try the NG tube, the tube through the nose first. But it was kind of with a tone that they knew if he had to have it for more than 3 to 6 months that we're gonna end up with a G tube. It's just a process.
Plus they also say babies over 1 year old. Oh, where's this binky? Babies over 1 year old, they don't like to have NG tubes because obviously they can pull their tubes, and we've seen that. Like he's getting better and better about pulling it.
But even with the whole gagging situation when he is eating, anyway, there's so many different reasons that
we decided it was the right time.
Yeah.
So surgery is in 1 week from today, actually. I mean, even thinking about going down there and having surgery, like it gives me anxiety.
Gives you flashbacks.
I get emotional thinking about it. I'm scared. I get stressed out. I hate being down there. I hate what that means for him. And a lot of this process really has been,
he's tired.
I know, he's
ready for a nap.
Has been accepting that this is, I don't know, it's so easy in the day-to-day to be like, he's fine. It's not a big deal. He's fine. And then you have these things where you're like, oh, this is part of his life, and we're learning what that means for his life, and sometimes it takes a little bit of, I don't want to say grieving, but it does take like some acceptance, and we're learning. It's brand new for us, so we don't know. We don't know what to expect. We don't know, and as far as how long the tube's gonna be in, the G tube he's gonna have, I mean.
6 months? We have no idea.
We have no idea. Maybe he'll have it for 2 years. Maybe he'll have it for 6 months.
Oh,
we literally.
Please bless, not 2 years.
They've been telling us 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
So we really, even with that, it's just kind of, we're learning with medicine and with all of this, like everything is really like a best guess. Every kid is so different that they can't really tell you how this is exactly gonna look for your kid. So we're kind of just guessing and trying to use all the information to make the best decision that we can. So that's where we're at. So in 1 week, he's getting his surgery, and we're just hoping for the best. We're hoping for a good recovery. So many of the viewers, so many of you guys have reached to us and told us your experiences with the G-tube and with your kids, even if they're not similar situations, just like with your kids that have medical needs, and it really does help us. It just knowing that like there's other people that are in the same situation, that we're just all trying to figure this out and trying to make the best decisions for our kids. It helps to know that we're not alone. We appreciate that. So thanks everybody for supporting us, and be sure to think about this little guy over the next little bit, because he's our trooper, he's our fighter, and he's gonna go after it again.
May 1st.
Yep, he's going to battle again, huh?
Let's do this, buddy. Give me some knuckles. Knuckles. The one thing that I would say is I was talking with a good friend of mine last week, and he asked, how has Jensen been a miracle? How has he been a blessing in your life? And I kind of thought long and hard about that. And while there's no exact or right answer to that, there's thousands of answers to how he's a blessing and a miracle in our lives. I would say one of the biggest things is to just be thankful for what you have. So many of us create our own problems in life, and other people are brought into this world, and he did not choose some of these problems or situations, issues that he was born with. But he's making the best of it. We've all got to make the best of it.
He's the happiest baby.
He is the happiest baby. So sweet. I would just suggest, if possible, if we can eliminate some of the things that we create, some of the issues in our own lives, and just focus on the things that we're grateful for. And I really do we believe that those are the things that, the hardships in life are the very things that provide a different perspective and create a different gratitude, a different level of gratitude that you never would have understood or known.
Yeah, it's funny, like people say they're grateful for their trials, and you're like, what? But then this is the side of it. It's like the perspective that his little life has given us makes us realize that half of the stuff that because half the stuff that we fight about or that we get mad at our kids about, we're just like, it doesn't matter.
Dumb, trivial things.
Yeah, everything. It's like most of the things in your life, put it aside. Tell the people that you love them. Enjoy your life. Put down your phone. Be with your kids. Like, it's something that we think about and work on every day, because we've been, we're so thankful for his life and the perspective that it gives us. So
he is a miracle in our lives.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you. We love you. Wish Jay some luck and some blessings, some prayers for May 1st for his little surgery that he's going to have. And we'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
Thanks. Say bye, Jay.
Say bye-bye. Can you wave bye-bye?
Say bye.
Wave bye-bye.
Bye.
Wave bye-bye.
Love you. Mwah. Love you.